Greta Thunberg has been a global hero when she was calling for, things to do with climate change and saving the planet. Everywhere in the United Nations, global networks speaking to the girl, a hero, all of that. The moment she started to talk about Gaza, all of a sudden she became this little devil child. What happened? So if you talk about saving plants, fine, saving people, no, that's not okay. Anyway, the girl is going on a flotilla to break the siege in Gaza, taking a risk. Israel targeted a ship, the flotilla ship in Malta several weeks back. They targeted the previous flotilla back in 2009. Many were killed too. But now she is saying that, no, we need to take this action. Even if there's a risk, we need to go in this flotilla and try and help as much as possible. The moment that that declaration is made, what happens? Pro-Israel figures threaten to kill Greta Thunberg over Gaza. Yeah, you heard that right. Kill the girl. A little girl trying to do good for humanity, trying to say stop genocide, stop killing people. It's very, very basic. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually quite honorable. It's the normal thing that any human being would do. Anyway, Lindsey Graham, hope Greta and her friends can swim. Lindsey Graham. Have any of you heard about the case of him with that male prostitute case? What happened with that? He's still talking. Will Chamberlain. Greta's on her way to Gaza. The Israelis could do the funniest thing. Look at these people. They're basically they're calling for Israel to take action. Arsen Ostrovsky. Oh, look, the little jihadi Greta Thunberg. The jihadi Greta Thunberg is trying to get into Gaza to show solidarity with the Hamas. Of course. It would be so sad if something were to happen to her flotilla. These people are outright calling for Israel. This is an indirect call to kill the girl. Ladies and gentlemen, they're probably preparing the public opinion that something might happen so that people can take it easy. You know how these people operate. They're out of their minds. Only because she's taking action to save the people of Gaza. What kind of world do we live in? And again, she was a hero. She was amazing. But when she started to talk about Gaza, everything flipped. And the final interesting thing that I wanted to talk to you about is, guys, none other than Matthew Miller. Matthew Miller, the former spokesperson of the United States State Department. Man was out there day and night, speaking so much. All of a sudden, he has no doubt that Israel is committing war crimes in Gaza. So let's have a look at what he said now and what he used to say before.
I think it is without a doubt true that Israel has committed war crimes. You wouldn't have said that at the podium. Yeah, look at bureaus that look at facts, apply them to.
So man doesn't have a doubt that Israel committed war. He's still shy. Still didn't say that they committed genocide, but he's definite that they committed war crimes. Now let's listen to what he had to say before.
To international law and make assessments. Those assessments are ongoing, and we have not yet at this time concluded that Israel has violated international humanitarian law, but we have ongoing assessments across a number of different fronts.
So all these organizations are just wrong? They just see the law differently?
I'm telling you that we have ongoing assessments, and we have not yet reached that conclusion. Failed to implement all of the things that we recommend in that letter. Now, that said, we are not at the end of the 30-day period,
okay,
and we
so
are in
cover. Not ready to give them
it's not the end. It's not the end of the semester. You don't hand out grades in the middle.
It gives you the right to lecture other countries on their moral.
So if you have a policy question for me, I'm happy to take it. If you want to give a speech,
no, but
there are plenty of places in Washington where you can give a speech.
Yeah, but people are sick of the bullshit in here. I mean, like, it is a genocide.
You are abetting another question.
And you are.
And he goes on. I mean, you probably heard the man when he was talking and legitimizing the genocide when he was in the Biden administration. But all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, the man leaves the administration, has this interview. All of a sudden, they're committing war crimes. What are they actually thinking? So, what are the people who are in power now actually thinking? Are they also believing that it's a genocide and these are war crimes, but also hiding it because they're in their position? This is a blatant example of how these people are just actors, going there on an act because that's their job, to legitimize a genocide. And when it's no longer in their interest, or that's oh yeah, they're actually committing war crimes and they are doing bad stuff. Who else then in the current authorities thinks the same thing as Matthew Miller and is not really mentioning anything?